What's going on, guys? Jurassic here. Today we're playing Path of Titans. If you guys haven't heard of this game, it is a play as dinosaur game available on all platforms. You can play it on mobile. Now we are on the Crimson Semi Realism server. Cool thing about this is they have modded dinosaurs on the server, which we are playing on right now as the Dilophosaurus. We are going against a Metri if anyone's curious about what the first dinosaur is. Now, to break it down for new players that have never played Dilo, we have a mobbing whale, which is basically going to stack up to 5 times with adults inside of the area. You'll want to be about 5 feet away though whenever you pop the ability. If you're any further away, you're not going to have the stack on it, so you guys will notice that it had 2 there for a short period there. Now, we do have 2 slightly different toned health bars. There's going to be a bleed health bar and a normal health bar. So the more you run, the more health you're going to lose from bleeding out. The goal is going to be to stop moving, which will slow it down significantly. You have a couple different options though for the most effective ways. You can crouch down or you can sit. Sitting is the most dangerous since it has several frames before you can stand up fully. However, if you sit down, your bleed is basically going to go away instantly. Crouching is the best way. This dude unfortunately tried to go against a pack of 5 Dilos and he just was not able to handle it. Take our food, our prizes, and move on to the next area. Good job, boys. Alright, so next up on the list we have a PT Rex. This is a modded Tyrannosaurus Rex. It has bone break abilities, however it does not actually need to charge them up. With the pack that we have though, the goal is going to be to stack bleed while he's distracted on the rest of us, so we just have to avoid his face. One thing that I should mention though is we did pick up a baby Dilo, and they are basically going to be the wild card in the group. You can help a Dilo grow, but the problem is they're going to be the ones targeted in a fight like this because as soon as it bodies down, you lose the fight. So a lot of the times people will target the babies. As you guys can see, that dude's health basically just got chunked away to almost nothing. He's going to run away. There's no way a T-Rex can catch him on this server, and probably most servers. There might be one where they have the T-Rex's speed cranked up super high, but even on official servers, the T-Rex are just too slow because they do a ton of damage. It'd be a little bit way overbalanced if they were able to run. Their favorite, at least. Alright, so as long as we just keep playing it like this, we should be able to slowly bleed about. He's not able to do much to us. It is an apex versus a mid-tier dinosaur. Basically, he's going to have a lot more health than us, and in this game is based on your combat weight for the amount of damage that you do, which is why the T-Rex and similar dinosaurs to that caliber are able to do so much damage. One thing to keep in mind though, with a similar combat weight, if you fall off a cliff, you are going to take a huge amount of damage. Now that dude there, he's rule breaking. That's not a Dilo, that is a concavator, which just broke inside of our fight. Our group's sort of circling around right now trying to figure out what to do. Technically, that dude is completely interrupting our fight, not even supposed to be able to do that. It'd be kind of cheesy to sit there and kill the T-Rex with that dude helping us, even though we don't even know the dude. We're gonna go for that guy instead and leave the T-Rex alone. You broke up into our fight, got inside of our territory, we're going to kill you, buddy. So if you guys haven't played Path of Titans and wanting to have a similar experience on an official server, the concave is actually about the same abilities as the Dilos. I personally prefer the Dilos though, but if you're looking for a semi-aquatic version, that's definitely the one to go for. He has relatively the same speed as us and does very similar bleed attacks. They don't have the mobbing whale though, which is one that I really like. The main reason why I prefer the Dilos though is they have a regurgitate ability, which basically you're able to throw up your food and continue eating the body, especially on servers like this where you have a body down rule and you don't want to sit on the body for 30 days. It is super useful when you kill things like a T-Rex because the amount of food on a T-Rex is a ginormous amount. Now this dude surely is getting close to dead. You'll might notice whenever we're streaming this game that you'll hear that they are super death marks basically. That's going to be the bloody scars that you see on the body. Now, sometimes in this game, just so you guys are aware, you can have combat scars which don't actually go away until you die. Combat scars are going to give the appearance that you actually are dead, but that just shows that you've been in plenty of fights. We know this dude's close to dead though, so it's a totally different situation. Nice job! Bet he's going to regret rule breaking us. I think we did pretty good. 2 fights back to back. The T-Rex, he's not going to be able to attack us though, but moved on to the next area. We have an enemy Dilo pack trying to break into our areas. We're going to sit here and show them who the Alpha Dilo pack is. Now, this fight's going to be one that's going to be a lot more hectic. We are going to have 5 adult Dilos against another 5. And the goal here is going to be to try to target one of them, but we're going to have so many people running into each other and just stacking bleed that the goal is going to be to try to just, as much as we can, and then focus on one a little bit later on in the fight. I think that'll be the best for our situation. That way we have a couple that are weak. There might be a situation where one player is super smart, where another one is a lot more aggressive and might not be paying attention to their health bar. And those are the guys they would have stacked the most bleed to, because they're not really going to be looking too much at their health. They're going to be mostly focused on killing things. Alright, so the rest of the group is wanting to take on this white Dilo over here, so we're going to add in a couple bleed stacks and help out. Once again, our regular bite does do a lot more damage than our bleeding bite. However, the bleed, especially with him running, is definitely going to be doing a decent amount of damage. But as you guys can see with the bleed stacked on us, it's not really killing us that horribly. It's mainly whenever it stacks to 5-10 minutes of bleed, then it's really going to go a lot faster on you. Alright, come on little buddy. It is your time to die. I have so much bleed stacked on us right now. So as you guys can see, we've got 2.5 minutes of bleed, and our health is getting chunked away relatively quickly. We're going to have to break out of the fight here soon if it keeps happening this way. Try to get a couple more hits on the white one. That way we can help our team if we can. Probably better if we just sit here and let the bleed sort of drip off a little bit. In huge fights like this, no one's really able to pay attention too much to where you are, so we're basically going to be able to hide behind these rocks, just drip our blood a little bit, get caught up, and then we'll be able to hop in the fight with the rest of them. Now, for this server specifically, you're not able to third party like that concave did, and that's going to be super useful for us because you can't actually have like a T-Rex or someone just come in here and start attacking you. You're in this huge large-scale battle. Oh, that dude's super close to dead. Yeah, a couple hits and we got him. Bring that up because we got that huge dinosaur right next to us. He's not actually able to attack us. Herbivores have to be relatively passive on this server. Unless a carnivore attacks it, it's not going to be able to attack you. Except for that guy. If you're in tail range of that guy, you're dead. He's just able to whip. Now we're going against another modded dino for this battle. We're going to be going against a Maip. Mapes are very similar to us. They have bleed attacks, but they have a charge up claw attack, which is super dangerous and does a ton of health damage. But on top of that, that dinosaur's hitbox is super weird to where if you're attacking in the front, you can actually get stuck underneath his claws if you're short enough. Fortunately, the Dilo is short enough to where it can technically get locked inside of its claws and it doesn't have a chance of getting out, and you'll take a ton of damage just struggling to escape. We're going to break away from our teammate there and just get rid of the bleed. The rest of our pack had to get off, so it's just me and one other person going on for the rest of these battles here. Alright, so if we just keep attacking him like this, we should be able to take him on. He's not running too much because he knows he's going to be taking a ton of bleed damage on him, so he has played very smart. Let's see if we can get him. Now, our mobbing whale is going to be super useful, but it's not going to be near as high as what it was before. So these fights are going to take a lot longer, so sorry about that in advance. Alright, so when you play against two of them, the goal is basically to have one person distract while the other one does the damage. We try to get this dude's attention on us, that way our teammate's able to bite him in the backside to stack on the bleed. They don't have a tail attack, so it's relatively safe back there, unless they turn on you, which is the case, is going to do a whole lot of damage. Now, back to what we were saying earlier about the battle scars, you'll notice the left side of our Dilo has like a huge chunk missing from him. And I mean, honestly, our health's not that low, but it sort of gives the appearance that we're a lot closer to death. You'll notice it's only on one side though, so that's sort of how you can differentiate between the two. So keep that in mind. One thing though about the Mapes in particular is those dinosaurs don't show bleed near as much until they're super close to dead. Like you have to be within like 3% for them to really show the bleed on them, which is very interesting. Not the bleed, the battle scars. Get next to our teammate, do the mobbing whale. See if we can get this guy out of the area here. Now he's playing it super smart. Basically he's backing up against the rocks, trying to split to where we're able to attack from. As long as he's able to keep us in the front, he's able to do his attacks without really worrying too much, since he is a slightly stronger dinosaur than us. But we are classified as the same. He has a slightly higher combat weight, but it's not too much higher. We got a baby T-Rex looking at us. Hopefully he gets a little bit further out of our fight. That way he doesn't get hit. Yeah, the baby T-Rex is just worrying about his own thing. You'll notice on the right side of the screen here, we have things like collect rocks. If you never played Path of Titans, basically, up until the point of being an adult... Oh, got stuck there. We were going to die for a second. That was a good fight. He was a smart player. So, on the right side of the screen here, we got, like, collect rocks. As a baby, you have to gather XP to grow into a full adult. You're not able to just automatically be a full adult unless you use tokens on this server specifically to automatically go to adult. Alright, now we are going against a pack of 4 Allos as 2 Dilos, so this is going to be a super interesting fight. We got a kill attack on us. I mean, these guys are just like the fight that we got out of, where they're going to be playing it super smart. See if we can run in, do a few swipe attacks like that. I think we got the black one and the spotted one both on a bleed, so that was a good run. Our goal is just going to be to run in there, bleed, and run out as much as possible here. Let me know how you guys would prefer this kind of content. We will be live streaming this next week with our group. It's going to be a little bit more early in the morning compared to what we normally do. And I might be streaming in the evenings as well. I'll be splitting up on YouTube and Twitch just to try to differentiate the content a little bit. And you notice the Spino was there. He's lucky. We're sort of fighting this fight for him. That baby Spino would definitely die from this group of Allos. However, it's going to be a very close fight between the 2 Dilos and the 4 Allos. Okay, if we can run in here and get a couple attacks on, I missed everything. We do have our whale that's available here. We'll get a little bit better and bam! I think we got some bleed on him. You'll notice our abilities have changed up some. So we're going to go with a standard claw attack, the bleed attack, the whale, and the regurgitate. You want the regurgitate, that way if you have to split out of a situation, you're able to. However, the downside is you are going to need to have quite a bit of food inside of your dinosaur, or else you're not going to be able to regurgitate. We're both just going to be crouched down to get rid of the bleed rate here. These guys don't really know what to do. They're really hugging the rock, playing it smart, but they're not sure which one of us to go for. It looks like the one on the right side there has to be fairly close to dead, or at least a lot lower health compared to the rest of them, because they're really trying to guard him. We're going to try to focus on him as best we can. Looks like the one with the most health is going to be the black one, though. I think that's the only one we haven't really got a very strong bleed attack on. The rest of them we know we stacked a few times on. We got the mobbing whale stacked 2 times here. See if we can lure them out some. They're playing it really smart, though. These guys are good. Alright, so they're just going to go for regular claw attacks here. If we can sneak in. Alright, the green one's breaking away. Oh yeah, nice. See if I can get some bleed on the pink one. Sucker. Alright, so she's going to be able to split off there. Now, looks like they're going to go with the same strategy. Now, one thing that they're doing that's smart is, since they're up against the wall, they're not actually having to move too much. So even though we're putting bleed on, they're not really taking too horrible of damage. They're definitely still going to bleed out. Kind of hard to tell if they're crouched or what the other 2 on the left side are doing there. If you're crouched, you take a lot more damage in the game. So basically, if someone's right about to attack you, you really want to make sure that you stand up from the crouch animation. Try to pay attention to that, especially if you're trying to get rid of like your bleed. Like the last second scenario sort of situation. Looks like the green one is crouched down. No one's really showing any death scars though, so we're going to have to just risk it and start putting in some more bleed in here. And just play it like that. So we got 20 seconds of bleed. See if these guys will actually chase us. Yeah, come for me, buddy. Missed. We got the one that we wanted to hunt further from the rocks. He's going to take a little bit of damage from the bleed that we stacked on him earlier. They are going to immediately go for hugging the rocks though, so we're going to have to play it kind of cautious from there. Let's see, so the black one's running out the most. He's definitely the most confident compared to the rest, but it looks like a lot of them are actually doing a lot of team damage to each other. You can see a couple of them are bleeding even though we haven't attacked that one yet, so that one's good. We got the default skin over here on the left, the polka dot guy. Pretty sure he's getting low too. I'm not sure who to go for, honestly. I know the black one's definitely the most aggressive. Hold on. Let's do a stretch call. I can definitely see pink one is bleeding out the most compared to the rest. What if that's the same dude from earlier? As long as he doesn't jump in our fight, we're good. Let's see here. Use up our mobbing whale. Alright guys, get out of our fort! I think he's just tracking down the little small dinosaur underneath him though. And the black one's out, so let's just try to stick a bleed on him. Yeah. That was a good hit, nice. Alright, so we got... the green one and the polka dot one are both sort of sticking together. We got the pink one starting to be confident, so he might have regenerated a little bit of health. I don't think I got him, but I might have. Alright, so we got the black one chasing us down. Pink one as well. I don't think they'll actually be able to catch us. Allos aren't the fastest dinosaur in this game. They're definitely kind of slow. I am not sure on official servers, but for Crimson Semi Realism servers, they do have a hatchet bite that got buffed. Basically, it's going to be a heavy attack from a dasp is going to be similar damage to it, and it's stacked on bleed. You really don't want to be attacked by too much. Oh, come on. Get out of there. I'm going to go and regurgitate. Split out of there. Now we don't have to worry about it. You'll notice we have 18 seconds of speed, and we are just like completely out of there. Alright, so we do have a minute worth of bleed. Trying to get far enough away from these guys to where we can actually crouch and get rid of the bleed, though. Nope. That is not a good situation to stop at. Get out of my way. Is that the same T-Rex from before? I don't think it is, but one thing I forgot to mention, if you haven't played on the Titans, baby dinosaurs, they all have the exact same skin. Until you become a sub-adult, you're not going to actually get any of the skins that you applied on your dino to start appearing. That's one way to very easily tell if it's a baby dinosaur compared to a full-grown dinosaur, especially when some dinosaurs, when fully grown, are still kind of on the shorter side. We got the pink and black one chasing us. Polka dots going on the left side. They are getting a little bit more confident. I think they think our health's a lot lower than what it actually is. Let's see if we can get a bleed on. Yeah, nice. I'm pretty sure he bit his teammate's tail too. We can keep him over here away from the rocks. I think we'll be able to take it on relatively easily. Alright, so the pink one's definitely getting a lot more confident in his attacks. We'll just keep on stacking on his tail though. Alright, so the polka dot's now going for us. Yeah, see if the rest of the group is protecting the pink one now? That's definitely the one we need to be focusing on. We got a minute 30 on bleed. I mean, we're not doing too bad. We gotta watch out for our stamina too. Stamina's going to be the white bar, food is going to be the stomach, and blue is going to be our water. Dilos do have an ability called Gorge, which basically means your food and water is going to go down super slow rate. But the problem is we're not going to have enough food in our stomach to regurgitate again, so hopefully we don't need a second one. Alright, so you are just going to slowly follow us. I don't think you can catch up to us though. We're just going to do a few sprints like that, and then we'll be able to just go to slow speed. That's right, buddy. Get away from me. We can keep him separated, that'll be better. I don't think he'll come for us, though. Alright, come on. We got two on the rocks. Teammate over there is going to be getting their stamina, then we're going to have to take turns and try to get stamina for ourselves as well. Keep them up against the rock, and our goal here is to just keep doing the threat call. That way they know the combat is still going on. They don't think it's over. Alright, so now we're going to split off, trying to get our stamina up. We're not able to heal since we have that combat timer. Crouch down in this bush though, just in case. That way we can split out if we need to. I don't think they'll be able to see us though. But yeah, he definitely saw us. Alright, so let's see. Oh, he's not chasing us? Might actually sit down in the bush over here. I don't think he saw us. It won't take us too long to recover our stamina. Especially if we sit down. I think we're safe though. Alright, so we got one Allo that's very brave. We got the black one all the way at the top of the hill there. I am kind of curious to see what his health bar is. One thing that I do kind of wish is that you could actually see like the people's health bar that you're attacking. But I do like the fact that most of this game is not too UI going all over your face and have like names and everything all over the place. You are able to turn the HUD off if you want to. Unfortunately, you're not really able to do too much about like the mini map if you just wanted to keep like the chat up open or something like that. It's basically a one or nothing. It'd be cool if you had an option to just show like your health bar in the abilities. Alright, so we got the pink one still attacking. He's got to be low. We got the green one over here on the rocks though. Black one's just sort of watching everybody. We put a stack on him. Pink one's getting kind of confident, but he's not the one that's mainly going out and attacking. Yeah, I'm gonna get this one laid down. Oh! Run! Man, I'm going to die. Oh! Not everybody. Dude, there's no way I'm going to die. I have no clue how I got out of there. I don't have the regurgitate ability. We got 4 minutes worth of bleed. Is he chasing me? I'm gonna have to crouch. I'm gonna have to run. They just won that fight because of that. If we hadn't got caught, we would have been fine. That was a good fight. Man, that was some bad luck. Alright guys, if you guys enjoyed this, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe, and let me know if you guys want to see more Dilo gameplay or play as a different dinosaur.